news, and make sure, because sometimes you cannot respect stop loss because very volatile. So no any broker can manage to handle that volatile of the market and close your orders exactly at the point where you put your stop loss. Sometimes you see some slippage and you close with a huge loss than that which you intended to close with during by using that stop loss. So I recommend you to uh, just use the funds in the account that you are ready to risk during the news condition. Other than that, I withdraw other funds and put aside on the wallet or withdraw it, and you'll come back to the markets when the markets are doing a normal condition. Okay. Okay. For those who are trading US 30 and NASDAQ, uh, you must know first what are these things. Looking on US 30, these are the when you say US 30, it's 30 US company have combined their stocks and to form one index that people will be trading. So this ups and down on this US 30 is the decision that is drawn based on the performance of these 30 companies that are composing US 30. Coming on US Tech 100 or NASDAQ, it's the combination of 100 companies, tech companies, that combined their stocks and formed one index that people will be trading on the market, to which they formed NASDAQ or NAS 100, this one. So all this, you must know, first of all, to trade this, you must be following on those 5 big companies composing these stocks or composing these indices. Like, you must go and read the reports of each 5 big companies that they release the reports each day, so that you can know which one is gaining, which one is losing. It will help you on making the decisions. But also, you must know you're trading this against USD. So when you see NAS 100, it means US 100. It is US dollar against this. Okay, it is US dollar against 30 companies. So sometimes they act against each other. Once USD is up, it's going down. Once USD is down, it goes up. That's how these things are. So you must know how to manage uh, your ways on how to operate in these things. They are also very volatile. Uh, a person who trades gold, a person who trades BTC USD, Bitcoin, they also tend to experience a high volatility, like those on US30 and the others. So guys, while you are trading these things, make sure you consider them very much. Uh, if you have any questions so far, you can ask based on
Yeah.
generally every session we had,
Mm.
or
Ezra.
based on today's session. You can just
Yeah, Ezra.
sir.
Thanks so much. This you from Ghana. Um. So
Okay.
you were explaining about you were explaining using the Fibonacci, but I realized that, I mean, contrary to mainstream knowledge, which is the golden zone, 50% to 61%, you prefer 61 to 78. Why is that so for you?
Okay. Most of people, they consider 50 to 60, right? You said that, eh? But what I like is to see a full retracement of the pair. Most of the time, for example, if you see this is Bitcoin, it has retraced 50 to 60% in the mid here. But this is half retracement. Once it's 50%, it means it's half of the movement, right? This full movement, half of 50 is 50. So this is a 50% retracement. But once it retraces 100 or I mean 70%, it is more accurate than 50%. Most of the time, I like take my entries inside here. As you see this line here, see this line here. This will be my entry once Bitcoin reaches here. Once it retraces to inside here, I'll take my buys. That's according to my experience. Most of the time, this area, it will push up, but at the end of the day, it will come back down. So I don't like taking entries at this point. I wait with full retracement at this point, and I take my entries there. I think now you're getting my point,
And
right?
yeah, I get your point. Yeah. And with
Yeah. So
the
it's all
fib one,
about
you continue. You continue. It's
it's
all
all it's
about.
all about yeah. So it's all about the percentage of retracement. So If it goes back down here, it is 60-70% retracement. So it's a very complete retracement. Any way further than here, that is not going to buy again. It's going to sell. So once it crosses my 78.6, then that's my end of the deal. I don't take that buy anymore. That's just how I have experienced the market so far. And I like to study more on the markets, get my own experience than just uh, than just looking on what people are saying. I do my own research and look for what it's working well. So I found out that using the retracement of 70%, it is working more than using 50 to 60%.
Okay. Okay.
Any other question?
Yeah. So I also realized that you are using multiple pairs. How do you go about that? Like using multiple pairs. Why don't you focus
Multiple
on your
what?
head?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question. Multiple what? I didn't get the point. Multiple
I
what?
realized you trade multiple pairs. I wanted to ask why don't you
Yeah,
focus on
okay. This here, I'm not trading all of them. This I teach at the academy there. I trade live trading with the academy. I send signals, but I don't trade all of them. I only trade this one. You see this? Let me mark them. I trade gold. I trade USD GPY. I trade Bitcoin. You see these threes? And in case I lack setups on all those, I trade GBP. This is my end. Only these four pairs. But because I have to teach, I have to give signals, I have to go through the analysis of all this. That does not mean I'm trading all pairs. What's the advantage of trading few pairs? You get to master the movements of most pairs when you trade them frequently. Rather than jumping from GB to USD to USD CHF to USD GPY, just randomly catching everyone. It's very hard to master the movements. But once you study carefully the movement of gold, it's easy for you to trade. Once you study carefully the movement of GBJPY, it will be very, very easy for you to trade. So what I do, I try to master every pair intensively. So I reduce my number of pairs to trade so that they can master them. I trade only these four pairs. And most of the time, USD GPY and gold, 100%. That's the pairs I'm focusing most on, rather than other pairs. So it's not good to trade a lot of pairs. It's allowed, but it's not very advisable. I can recommend that.
okay. Um yeah, so I want to ask about the fundamentals. Euro USD or the Euro, how do you call it, the Euro pairs. I mean some focus groups,
Euro pairs.
yeah, the Euro pairs.
Yeah.
From my discussions in some focus groups, I mean like as budding for forex traders who are trying to learn. Some
Yeah.
say, for the fundamentals when it comes to the euro pairs, it's a bit broad because euro is like the whole of Europe or the countries that use euro. Unlike let's say GPP, USD, like it's focused. So trading fundamentals with the euro pairs, for instance, is a bit. I mean, it's a bit murky. It's quite broad. It's more complex than like trading focus pairs like let's say GDP USD, which is
Okay.
the British economy and
For
American.
example,
Yeah.
if you are trading news that is affecting USD, I always like to focus on USD GPY because USD is a strong economy and GPY is a weaker economy. So they have a huge gap between those two. You see, so it makes easy for to see an accurate movement. But when you trade with the pairs between the pairs that are very competitive, like GBP and Euro, it's very very hard to get a good move. You see, because their competition are very stiff. So trade pairs that are slightly moving uh, differently from each other, that their economies are different in regions. I even don't like trading USD card because USD and Canada are almost in the same region. So what you're going to experience is the same uh, small movements, and the competition is very stiff. But if you trade USD and JPY, it's good to see the move because Japan is Asia, USD is America. You get a good move. So I like to trade news. If the news is considering USD, I trade USD GPY or USD CHF. like pairs with different regions. If the news is considering GBP, I trade GBP JPY. You see, very broad areas. If the news is considering Euro, I trade Euro GPY or Euro CHF. Very far from each other. That's the advice I can give you on trading this news if you want to be a news trader. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you trade economies that are like, let's say, far away from each other.
Yeah, far away from each other. Because once you trade that are very close to each other, it might experience a very small movement or a very sharp movement because the competition is very stiff compared to when you trade. It's different. The economies which are very far from each other. It'll be very easy for you. You see a good move. I think when I get a chance, I'll connect you guys to our live trade on Friday. Let me see,
Okay.
and if I get a chance, I'll be slightly loose. I'll do that. You'll see how
Yeah.
things
Then
work from this side.
uh, and then in your earlier submission, you said that should I say the fundamentals align with the overall trend of the technicals. I'd like you to come again with that.
Yeah, like I said, fundamentals align
The,
with the trend, right?
yeah, yes, please. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, yeah. That's just as it is. Always fundamentals support trend. So if you are in a correct trend, that's where the market will be going. Someone will be said, I sold in the market bought during news. You are in a wrong trend. So if the market is down trending, just expect news will go down. If the market is up trending, the news will go up. What matters is if the market has made the correct adjustment needed for it to continue with the rapid move. For example, let me take an example.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
let's assume
that happened today. So go on good.
let's
I see
assume
today when I was
this move.
okay.
Let me give you this example, then we continue talking. Let's assume this movement is not there, and the pair is right here. Let's assume this has not yet occurred. The pair is right here, and it's NFP. What do you expect? Okay, you see, there, let's assume this movement is not there, and it's NFP. Here, maybe it's three. The NFP is coming out. Market has not made a retracement come to this area to look for buys. Okay, so what you're expecting, the NFP will shoot down, take our grab our entries, then go up. Okay, but if this movement has already occurred and it's NFP, then we are expecting to see a correct shoot to the up without any problems. That's how news work. If the retracement has already happened, we expect to see a rapid move. But if it does not happen, we must see that correction happening, then a rapid move going with the trend. So always it will follow the trend. So can you repeat, say what you are saying about today?
Yeah. I was talking about today when I was trading live today. I caught myself like you see gold is in an uptrend, but I caught myself taking an entry at where I wasn't supposed to take an entry. You get it? And the time I was
Yeah,
trading, I didn't
before the
even realize
retracement.
that. Come again.
The market did not make a retracement. Yes, both before the retracement. So it will sell fast, then it will come to buy later.
Exactly. So what happened is,
Yeah,
you see, there was news released today. Is it the average ADP or whatever? That
yeah.
news around 115. You get it?
Yeah.
I was already in 30 pips profits before I could realize, Charlie, the news has come to grab my SL away. So it went all the way down and it went to this one mitigate one entry in one of the key zones that this one I had marked out on the 5 minutes. You get, so that's what gave like over thousand or this one, yeah, over thousand pips. You get it. And right now we have
Yeah,
it heading towards that entry again. So what you are saying is
yeah.
actually correct. Like it's very true, guys.
If, even if gold is uptrending, doesn't mean because it's news you just go and buy. Sometimes you have to know you might buy, but you might buy the retracement. Let me show you.
Exactly. That's very true.
As what I was explaining. You see here, it has come back to our area. I said we are going to take a buy going up from this point. But what if you came on the market here and the news is coming? You will expect to see a shooting to the up, but it will go down first to make an retracement to the area where it began. Then that's when, if the market has already made this retracement, then you expect to see a buy. For example, there's a news like maybe right now we have a news. Obviously, this is going to buy because the retracement has already occurred to the zone, but we are expected to see a shoot to the up. But the market is somewhere above here. No retracement has been made, and you are still need to shoot up. No, to fast. What you should consider before you decide to take any trade using news. Very easy and soft like that.
Okay. So, guys, do you have questions?
Oh, I don't want to be the only one talking. So I beg people talk.
So please, yeah. How many of you have questions? Okay, Gershon seems to have a question. You can ask.
Oh, no, not a question as such. I'm just following keenly. I don't want to rush. I'm the learning process, so I'm just observing.
Oh, okay. Always, do you have a question?
Oh, the question is, yeah, you see, some of us are novice. So me like this, all these things, so it's like I'm seeing a bit of stars.
Yeah, so
I'll take.
if you do have like something to say, maybe there's one thing that he said that you didn't understand, so you want him to take it. Yeah, you can ask.
I feel like it's like I'll take the class back or something.
Oh, no.
When
It's
Charlie,
here for you.
feel free, Charlie, feel free.
so you see, when let's say AX XAU USD, you know, if you set the time frame to like 4 hours, to place a trade, does it mean that it will take 4 hours for the trade to complete for you to see your profits? Or the trades you place on the time frames, let's say 5 minutes,
Okay.
it means it takes 5 minutes for you to see your profits.
Okay.
Or if it's 1 week, and you place a trade in the 1 week.
The time frame you used. The time frame used that has no any relationship with the profit you'll be making. What a time frame means, it means, for example, this is a 15 minutes time frame. The definition of that means for this one candle to complete, it takes 15 minutes. So if you had your trade, maybe you sold here, okay, you made your sell here. After 15 minutes, the candle has closed here, you'll be in profit. But that does not mean if you took this trade in 4 hours, it will take the same 4 hours for you to see profit. As long as you take your trade a buy or a sell and it starts to move to your direction, you'll see profit. Doesn't matter the time frame. Time frame has no relationship with the profit you're making. I hope you're catching me very well there. It does not mean when you take your entries on weekly, it will take a week to see a profit. No. If your profit, you'll see the moment the price starts to move according to the direction what you took a trade on. So if you took a buy, when the market starts to buy, you see profit. Exactly at the same point, even if it's 1 minute after, you see the profit.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a question.
Ask a question.
Yes, so what I want to find out is, we have people who can take a trade and leave it for a month or a week. So in this case, in my mind, I feel like if I'm taking like a 24-hour trade, I can leave it for 24 hours and then come back and see the results. So in this case, you are saying that doesn't necessarily mean because you've taken maybe an hour trade means that you have to wait until the 1 hour is over before you see the result of what you have taken the trade for.
No.
Right?
No. What we do is this. If for you to be able to take a trade and hold for a certain period of time, it is where did you take your trade at? where you enter your trade at. What I recommend for a person who wants to swing a trade, maybe take and hold it for a month, you must make sure you are entering the beginning of the trend. So someone who took his buys here, this person can say, I want to see my profit after a month because he took at the beginning of the trend. But that does not mean once the market moves to this point, you won't see profit. Just if you took your buy here and 10 minutes later, the price is here, you'll see profits. Because does not mean when you take your buy here, the price will wait for 1 month to move. No, it will move the exact same time you entered. Okay? So what you will see profit the moment the price moves your direction. So for what you decide, either you hold for a week or not, is your profit target, not what you target when you are trading. What profits were you aiming? Someone may be aiming for long-term trading, maybe swing trading. So I'm holding this position for 3 weeks because I'm targeting maybe 300 pips, not maybe to see profit. No, the certain number of pips a person is targeting. That's what matters.
Thank you.
Okay, hello.
Yep.
Yeah, this I want to ask about the time frame. I can see you have multiple time frames. So please, how do you use them?
I explained on the first session. We used these time frames for you to trade well, you must consider all time frames. I said we use daily to know the trend. Like we know now the market is uptrending, because at the end of the day, the market will always go according to the uptrend. The trend of the higher time frame is matters than the trend of the small time frame. So I use high time frame to know the trend of the market. Then I come to 4-hour time frame to mark my key level. Okay? And this is my key level where I'm going to take my buy in. Then I go to another small time frame, 30 minutes, so that I can know where the change time frames. I started from high time frame, going slowly to small time frames. So we start with daily, know the trend. 4-hour, mark your key levels. 30 minutes, look for change of characters. Now this is when you're going to know market has shifted the trend here. There's breaker structure here. I'm going to take my buys at this point. And you might also come further back to 5 minutes or 15 minutes so that you can get more accurate entries with very, very small stop losses. So those are the uses of time frames. I don't recommend a person with maybe $100 goes to 4-hour, draws a zone, then just buys. No, you must find an accurate and modified entry to small time frames so that you can reduce your number of stop losses. Like your stop loss should be as few pips as possible. That's how we are using multiple time frames. We start from high time frames because the higher the time frame, the larger the number of pips. Okay, so we reduce time frames to get a stop loss with few pips as possible.
So Ezra, using the smaller time frames to place your entry trades, like place your entries. I personally find it noisy. I want you to help me with it, like the picking clear signals. Like for me, like so, like you said, the way you go about it, you look for the trend, you go down to look for specific areas of interest where you look out for certain things. For me, like I look out for candlestick formations. So let's say I see an adequate should I say bullish engulfing formation there. I see a morning star, I'll pick a buy. But at times too, USD JP watch showed me paper earlier on this year. And I'm like, I have to go back to the drawing board because I did exactly that, but it still went down.
Okay.
So I don't
I
know.
explained
Yeah.
these candlesticks, the one which have strong meaning or that will hold you for a very correct definition is the candlestick of a higher time frame. Like when you see a morning star on a daily time frame, that's a very confirmation. If you see this candle on a daily time frame, like daily has closed like this, just go and buy, no problem. But in small time frames, anything can happen. So I recommend more to look for what I showed here. Look for a change of character more than focusing on a single candlestick. Wait for the market to do something like this. It has entered in your key level. Wait for it to enter the key level. But, once you want to buy, wait for it to close above the previous high. Make a break of structure. Then it comes back down again and take your trades either at the shoulder or at the beginning of the move, which made this break of structure. So consider more the structure more than the candlestick, because sometimes candlestick they might lie. It might show an dodgy or an engulfing and still sells. So what you're going to do, focus on the structure more than the candlestick. But focus on the candlestick if the candlestick has occurred in a bigger time frame, like daily. If you see a bearish engulfing in a daily, it's a sell. If you see a bullish engulfing, it's a buy. No problem with that. But in a smaller time frame, don't consider much these candlesticks. According to experience, I'm speaking there.
Thanks. I'm writing a note down. So it's structure over candlesticks on smaller time
Exactly.
frame,
100%.
and candlesticks formation on a higher time frame gives you, shall I say,
Yeah.
more positive, shall I say,
Yeah,
direction
it's
of
more powerful than smaller time.
more powerful. Okay.
Yeah.
Ezra, thanks a lot. I'll include it in my trading strategy.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. I've really learned a lot this evening.
But one thing you guys should also know that like Ezra is an expert, you get it? And this boot camp is an opportunity for you to unlearn some stuff in order to become very good. Okay. So it could be that you already have a strategy you are doing. So for that one, what will you say about that, Ezra? Isn't it good for the person to just unlearn and just handpick like one specific strategy or whatever you are preaching? Then the person use that like let me say the already made strategy by leveraging on his this one his risk management and psychology to make it better. Wouldn't
Okay.
you suggest that one than the person rather adjusting the
Person,
strategy?
for a person who has come this bootcamp and he has his own strategy he's using, I can recommend this. Just listen, get what will help you. Go and modify your strategy. Or if you see it was working very poorly, take it out, then build on what I have taught in these sessions. Go back to YouTube, revise on these sessions I have been given here, and go and practice what I'm doing. Because sometimes you don't have to make a mistake for you to learn. You have to learn from other people's mistake. So the mistakes I made
Exactly.
made me realize the things of doing and what to do in the market. And what I'm trying to do here is to make you avoid the same mistakes I made. So what I can recommend you, take so it's not working well, take as it is and go and apply it on your own way. You'll see it will work 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So who else has a question? Or
I
any
hope
touch
now.
up? Ryan, you
Yeah.
have anything to say?
Come again as a gift.
Yeah, I was asking Ryan if he has a question or
Oh.
any other.
Then, Ezra, I also realized that on certain time frames you use the horizontal line, and on other time frames you use the how do you call it, the rectangular box.
Oh,
In marking the
those
key level.
those lines are that's just to get an accurate entry, but there is nothing special about it. This rectangular, this is a zone, this is a region, a key level. So anytime the price comes back in there, there must be something that will occur. So once I mark my key level on 4-hour time frame, like this whole candle is my key level, this whole region. But Once I use a line, is maybe I count 15 minutes, and now I'm looking for an exact point where the market will turn. I know the market might turn at this point here, at the accurate corresponding to the shoulder. So if you look at what I have drawn here, once this structure is completed, it will form a head and shoulder, right? So I always take my entries on the left shoulder or on the right shoulder that will be formed here. So these lines are to take entries. So even if I put a lot of one here, I'll have a zero drawdown. That's why I use these lines. But these lines needs experience. You cannot just start today and put these lines. You have to practice and see the behavior of the certain pair so that you can know where to put these lines. But these are just for catching exactly entries, but nothing special about it.
Okay. Okay. Alright. So one last question, and how did you settle on these pairs
Yep.
that you've highlighted as your favorite pairs? How did you come to settle with them?
With the pairs.
What do you mean?
Sorry, can you ask your question again? Are you asking about how did they sit on these pairs? Or
How did you settle on these pairs? These pairs you highlighted. How do you settle on them?
hello? Oh, okay. Like the Ray and Bitcoin, right? Okay.
Yes,
For
and gold
example,
as well.
this Bitcoin, I have decided to settle on it this year. Why? Because it is Trump is on the seat. I know something will happen on Bitcoin. Okay. Coming on GBJPY. Why did I settle here? These are two different economies. I say I like to trade a heavy economy with a weaker economy. GBP is Great Britain. This is a strong economy. But JPY is far more compared to Great Britain. So the movements of these pairs will be very, very strong. Once buy, it will buy. Once it's a sell, it will sell because their difference are very huge. And their structures are aligning with my strategy that I'm using. Okay? Most of the strategies are formed with these pairs. They align with how I'm trading. That's why I mostly use this as a way of trading rather than any other pairs. Gold is the master. Gold is a master. I've been trading volatility indices for the past 2022 all year. I traded this volatility in the markets. So for me to come in Forex and to adapt well, I decided to go into gold because they go with my psychology. I like to see volatility. So I decided to go with gold. USD GPY, the same picture of GBJPY. A strong economy with a weaker economy. The movements are always
Hello, Ezra, are you talking?
no. I think I have answered the question.
We thought the network has started again.
No. Today
Okay.
I have fought my level best to get a good internet.
Oh, okay. This is very good. Like it's better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to do some improvements today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, guys, it's already late on Ezra's side, although it's also late over here. So, guys, you will have to go to office tomorrow. Man needs to make money, you know. So, I think
Yeah.
yeah, the questions. So if you do have questions, Ezra is in the group, Ryan is in the group, everyone is in the group, okay? So just drop your questions in there. Ezra will see them and answer you head on, okay? Yeah, so let's not keep him awake for that long, okay? Yeah. So guys, thank you very much for joining. Hey Alex, you joined. That's good. So Ezra, this is the girl who said wants to make this one 10 USD consistently. So I think she's learning from that. She has started joining classes. So let's hope she gets to that stage.
Okay.
Soon
Thank you so much.
she would. Is it?
Oh, I'm just thanking you for this session.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. You need to be thanking this one, Ezra.
Yeah, guys, I'm available. I'm available in the group. In case of any question, any concern, just text me or send a text in the group and tag me. I'll answer. Maybe I'll delay, but eventually I'll answer at the end of the day because I always go through all my texts at the end of the day. So just tag me and I'll answer. If you see I'm not replying, come in my inbox. I'll see how we can help each other.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, guys.
Thanks a lot. A lot.
All right. Tomorrow, I'm not sure you will be very this one active for us to do the live trading, right, Ezra? Actually, the daytime is going to
On
be
Friday.
different. Yeah, so Friday is possible, but then I don't think tomorrow will be possible for you.
I'll try to fix on what. So
Okay, because
I don't know what I think. I was thinking like we experienced NFP first before you guys. I didn't know the time it is happening on our side, it will be happening on your side.
yeah, because tomorrow I'd
Okay.
wanted us to trade the New York session.
For me NFP. Oh, New York session. It is for 3:30 on our side.
Okay, would that be
What is
possible?
it on your side?
Come again.
What will be the time on your side?
New York will be around 12 p.m. on our side.
Oh, okay. I'll try to I'll chat in the afternoon.
Okay, sure.
I think it will
Okay.
be morning on your side. Tomorrow morning at on your time 10, text me. I'll give you an answer on your time.
Okay,
10,
sure.
10.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So guys,
Yeah.
tomorrow you have live trading. So
That's
meaning
not the class. That way.
today, Sion. Thank you. So meaning
Yeah,
tomorrow
go.
after the New York session, there wouldn't be any session in the evening. Okay. And we will start the classes next week. So tomorrow, live trading New York session. Then Friday NFP.
Yeah.
Next week, then we start all over. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ezra, thank you very much for joining. Ryan, thank you very much too for joining.
NFP. You're going to cook. You're going to cook NFP.
Exactly.
So guys, for tomorrow, it will be easy to get an highlight for what's could happen in NFP. And just coming
Exactly.
from nowhere and heading to NFP to kill you. So make sure you get an highlight tomorrow. So let's meet up tomorrow, guys. New York session. Have a good night. Let me sleep now.
Have a good
It's
night.
almost.
Aye.
It's already tomorrow in my side. It's already.
Good morning.
Okay, brother.
All right. Okay. Bye, Ezra.